Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining me this morning. So you wanted to stop by to talk about a couple things, including the Co-Hort Market, which I believe is having its first version, edition, whatever you want, this Wednesday, but will be continuing for Wednesdays for the foreseeable future. But you've also been having a bit of a problem with theft at the community gardens. So why don't you tell us a bit about that and the expectations?
We certainly have. Unfortunately, we have had information from some of our gardeners that plants from their beds have been going missing, and
Oh.
it's not all food. Some of it is flowers and things like that. And sometimes you can tell it was just more mischievous than anything. So things are getting pulled out and like left by the gates and things like that.
Hmm.
And it's disappointing. There's a lot of effort that goes into gardening. If anybody that gardens knows, there's a fair bit of blood and sweat equity that goes into that. So we'd really like to see that stop. If there is a need, the really nice thing about the community garden here is that there are red beds and green beds. It's a pretty simple system. So the red beds are rented by community members, and they are growing their own food in those beds.
Hmm.
But there's also a perimeter of green beds. It's very clearly marked. And this year, we're really lucky that we have full-time staff at the gardens. So the green beds are actually full of food, and that is all available to the community. So we ask again that you harvest in a way that preserves the plant. So if you're taking lettuce or something like that, that you're peeling leaves off as opposed to taking the whole plant out. But
Hmm.
that is exactly what those plants are there for. They are for the community.
All right, so red beds rented, private kind of areas essentially. Green
Don't
bed,
touch them.
absolutely free for you to take and harvest food from there. And just
Yeah,
don't be a jerk. Don't do stuff
pretty
where you
much.
just
Yep.
wreck people's gardens. All right, why
That
don't
would
you
be
tell us a bit
amazing.
about the Co-Hort Market then coming up this Wednesday and for Wednesdays kind of throughout the summer?
Wednesdays for the foreseeable future. We're really excited about this one. So the Northern Cohort is a program that's about 2 years old now for NEAT, and it's a farmer support program. And what we're really looking at doing is supporting smaller farmers that are growing a variety of fruits and vegetables, slow-growing meat, that type of thing. And
Okay.
this is an opportunity for them to reach the community in addition to the farmers market on Saturday. So we're just providing an extra access point. It's a great opportunity for the community to stop by and say, "Hey, hi, you're the person I've been buying my stuff from," or "I've been watching you on Facebook for forever. How can I get your carrots?" And so we're really looking at making those connections and being able to improve food resources within the community.
Are they going to have stuff for sale at the market as well, like kind of in addition to their times when they're at the farmers market?
They certainly are, yeah. So this is basically a replication of that kind of market structure. So we will have some farmers that'll be there in person with their own table selling their own stuff. And then one of the services that we offer, because everybody is extra busy this time of year,
Hmm.
is to be able to take some of the product from farms and provide that service. So we would be selling it on their behalf. And yeah, so you have an extra chance during the week to be able to access local harvests.
Excellent. And is it cash only, or do you have debit kind of credit set up? How can you pay if you buy some from there?
We we will have a debit available, but not for every vendor. I can't
Okay.
guarantee that. So cash is definitely the safest of the options there. But I'm certainly we can work something out if people get stuck. But yeah, we're at the community gardens and we'll be set up off the back of the Catholic Church parking lot from 3 to 6 on Wednesdays. And that is, provided there's no absolutely horrendous weather, we are going rain or shine.
All right. Knock on wood for that. Just quickly, what's kind of the address of where the community gardens are for people that don't know?
That's always a really good question. So we're between 100th Avenue and 101st, and
Okay.
we're kitty corner ways behind the medical clinic and the Catholic Church. And I think that is 96th Avenue
Yeah.
that runs right up there where what is the K convenience store is.
Yeah.
It's on
Okay.
that
Yeah, I
corner.
know what you're talking about. Okay. They
I don't know
Circle
what it's
K.
called.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
all
I'm like,
right.
it's not okay.
All right. If you want more information about this and other neat projects, check out www.neat.ca. Karen, thanks so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Legend has it Fort St. John is full of treasures buried.
Kinda. Listen to Moose FM on Monday, Wednesday.